And I'm Bella. If your cooking skills are stuck in a rut, we're here to help.
If your kitchen has seen better days, we'll show you how to fix it.
We'll give you recipes, hacks, and the confidence to own your kitchen again.
Oh my God!
This is Sammy and Bella's Kitchen Rescue. Hi, I'm Sammy.
And I'm Bella.
And we're on our way to see young gun lawyer Eric, who loves eating out at upmarket restaurants.
And he wants to learn how to cook that delicious restaurant-quality food at home for him and his fancy friends.
Problem is, his kitchen's quite small and a bit disorganised, so we need to help him out. Let's get going.
I work pretty long hours and I'd like to be able to cook at home, but I feel like I just don't have the equipment, really.
Good morning.
Hello, we got your coffee. It's going to be a big day. Can we come in?
Yeah. All right, guys, this is the kitchen.
All right, kitchen looks nice. It's pretty neat, but there's not a lot of bench space. Like, how do you actually cook?
Most of the cooking we do out on the barbecue, just out here. It's on mains gas, which means we don't have to go get gas bottles.
It's a bit lazy. Anyway, let's have a look in here.
Oh, speaking of lazy,
yeah, it's a little
someone
bit.
hasn't cleaned the barbecue in a while.
You eat off that?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's
Look, there's ants eating off that.
clean before we cook, though. So.
Okay.
Wow.
I think we're going to have to teach you how to clean the barbecue.
Yes.
Let's go have a look inside your fridge.
All right, let's go.
There's food in here, but what's your food?
The beers are mine.
That's not food. Yep.
I've got some coffee.
Not food either. Okay, the milk is food, just. What about this? Is this your yoghurt? How much yogurt's left in there? There's not much.
It's definitely empty.
You saving that for something? I mean, if it's the only food you've got, I'd be saving it too.
I'm saving it for later, yeah.
What about that quiche?
Is that yours?
No, that's my housemates.
So your housemates actually do cook, but you don't cook.
No.
Okay,
This
so
guy needs our help.
so far there's only liquid. And what about, can I have a look up here? Where's all the actual food? I mean, what do you eat? No, definitely not food. Where is all the food, Eric?
The pantry's over here.
Okay. Oh, so pantry, finally, food. Which things are yours?
This one, and this one's my flat mounts. This is mine. This protein powder's mine.
You've basically got zero food in this house.
Oh, Sammy, he needs our help.
So I think this is the perfect time to take Eric back to Kitchen Central.
Perfect.
Sounds good?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Eric is in desperate need of a kitchen rescue. We'll teach him some time-friendly meals, healthy spins for his restaurant favourites, and work on stocking his pantry and fridge. Right now, we're taking him to Kitchen Rescue Central for a meal he can entertain with or enjoy all by himself.
Okay, Eric, you want to entertain for your friends at home, but you're a bit nervous about cooking for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you cooked a big meal for your friends at home before?
Not with great success.
No? What did you try and cook?
We do a lot of barbecues, so
The filthy barbecue. Yeah, I know the one.
I'd like to be able to do something a little bit more creative.
Well, this is a great dish, and it's something that you probably eat at a lot of restaurants, especially the Italian ones, and it's a beef ragu with pappardelle pasta. So, do you know what any of that means?
Not too much, not too much. Talk me through it.
It's basically a meat sauce with pasta, and we're using an egg pasta, and the pasta's a thicker shape, so it holds onto that thick, beefy sauce.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah? What we're going to do is, to our pressure cooker, to speed up the time for this slow-cooked dish, add some carrots and sauté them to soften. So we're just going to sweat these carrots down a little bit just to start getting the flavour going. And to that, I'm going to add in some beef chuck steak. So beef chuck has to be slow-cooked or pressure-cooked, and it becomes really nice and soft and pulls apart. There's also these little sinewy bits, and that actually melts down in the cooking process and gives us a really luscious texture to the sauce.
Delicious.
So make sure you leave all the bits on. The little bits of fat, the little bits of sinew, don't cut them off because that's where the flavour comes from when you're slow cooking.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so those carrots and beef are nicely cooked up. So next we're going to add in the basilico sauce. Now, all this is an already cooked down tomato sauce with basil added to it. And this is 100% authentic Italian tomatoes, so it's the best that you can get. We're going to pop this in. Oh, I might get your help opening the jar, if that's okay.
Oh, Sammy, you
Thank
loosened it up for him.
No, he's just strong. Look at his muscles. Right, so this is going to go in.
Nice.
I'm going to give that a stir. And I'll get your help, Eric. We'll add in some bay leaves as well. Just a couple. Perfect. Give it a quick mix through and pressure cook for 45 minutes.
Now the beef has been cooking for 45 minutes, we can get onto the pasta. So I've got a really big pot of boiling water. If you've got lots of water, it won't stick together.
Right.
In Italian, a soup is called a zuppa. This is not a zuppa, right? You're not drinking this.
Okay.
Okay. What you need is to put a lot of salt in because only a tiny percentage of that salt actually absorbs into the pasta. The rest of it goes down the drain with the water. And Italian nonnas always say that the water should be salty like the Mediterranean. So I'm going to use an egg pappardelle. So this is definitely more of an upmarket pasta because they actually use free-range eggs to make this. And as you can see, it's a nice wide flat shape and that will hold on to our sauce. Do you want to pop it in?
Right.
And I might actually get you to get the tongs because as soon as the pasta goes in, you need to give it a really good stir.
Right.
So that's the second tip to make sure it doesn't stick together.
Yep, that looks great.
Doesn't it? All right, and then I actually like to boil it with the lid off as long as you've got a strong enough stove. Do you know what al dente means?
Just right. Is it just right?
It means actually to the tooth, so it means it's got bite.
Yeah.
And that's how you want to cook your pasta, so that it has bite.
Do you throw it against the wall?
You can do that. That is a good test.
No, that's a waste of good pasta.
Okay, so that pasta's going to be ready in 7 minutes or less. So the packet's actually got how long it takes to cook, which is great. And what we're going to do is mix it all in a big bowl so that it's ready to serve for a dinner party. So you don't have to serve individual plates. It makes it easier for you and entertaining.
Just one big plate.
Yeah.
I know this pasta's ready because I've waited the exact amount of time it said on the pack. So do not throw pasta against the wall, okay?
And look at the beautiful yellow colour from the eggs as well.
Yeah, it looks great.
Alrighty.
Now, if you come over to me, we'll spoon in some of this ragu.
Oh, wow,
Sammy.
that smells so good.
I love how Eric just holds this gigantic bowl of pasta with one arm.
I know. It's an excuse to show off the muscles. Now, you need to toss it together with the tongs.
I'll give you a hand.
Lift it high.
Woo.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, olive oil for a garnish.
Say when.
Lots. Pour all
right.
over.
This is Italian food. It's generous, it's luscious.
Because that's going to trickle now through the whole pasta
This looks
dish.
delicious.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get you to grate on some parmesan.
All right.
Lots of this too. Lots.
Load it up.
Load it up.
I don't know anyone in the world that doesn't love Italian food.
It's just such a good dish for sharing.
Good job.
All good?
Yeah. Pick off a few parsley leaves to put on top as well.
Perfect.
Just for a
Yes.
little bit of greenery, but you can serve this, of course, with a salad on the side.
All
Now,
right.
should we try it?
Definitely.
There
The
you go.
proof is in the pudding or in the pasta.
This actually looks really good.
So this is a fantastic upmarket style pasta dish that you'd get in a fancy Italian restaurant and it is so easy for you to make at home. Do you reckon you can do it?
Yeah, I reckon I can do that again. Definitely.
It's hot.
You know you can give it a quick spin like this as well.
But do we need to teach you how to eat it as well?
I've been
We're going to have some more dinner parties.
like a little baby boy.
Ooh.
The pasta's just so fresh. It's really delicious.
Al dente.
Exactly. Win.
We're here with a hack that's lean and green.
We're making a loaded green sandwich for Eric.
Yes, lots of veggies in here, including these zoodles, which can be a little bit bland.
So we're going to pimp out this sandwich with pesto, which is going to add so much flavour.
And there we go, a salad sandwich that actually tastes good.
Here at Kitchen Rescue Central, we're showing Eric how to perk up a fast food favourite.
Eric, I know how much you love your footy and you get the boys over for barbecues often, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so I've got a new dish that I think the boys are going to love even more than your barbecues, and it's a slow-cooked Chipotle coffee chicken sliders.
That sounds exotic. I'm keen to give it a shot.
Because you love your coffee, you have so much coffee at home. And the first thing we need to do is actually make the coffee.
I still can't believe your house had no food, but so much coffee. You're obviously an addict.
So
Definitely.
this is why Bella and I have combined the coffee and the food element together so that you actually eat something.
No, I like this.
All right, I'm going to pop in some boiling water.
So over here, I've got some spices. So I've got some flour, which will help to thicken the sauce. There's oregano, smoked paprika, cumin, chili powder. Do you like it hot?
Yep.
You sure?
definitely.
You can
Yeah.
handle it because there's
I
a
can
lot
handle
in
that.
there.
Yeah.
And I've got some dark brown sugar as well, and that'll help just to mellow out this heat a little bit.
Yeah.
And smell that coffee, doesn't it smell divine? Now, the bold flavours in the coffee are going to stand up to all of the spices in there, especially the chilli.
It's like a South American thing. They use coffee in a lot of braises and like glazes for different barbecue dishes. So all this goes into a baking dish. Got some red wine vinegar that's going to cut through the richness, and a really good pinch of salt in there.
This is that salt again. I like it.
Yeah. All right, now you
And
can...
Can you also plunge this, please?
Okay, coffee plunge and then mix around the spices.
Yeah, you can pop some of the coffee into the spice mix. So I reckon about half of that. That's going to add the moisture to this dish. They give it a really good stir.
Might be actually easier with the whisk.
Right,
We'll swap
perfect.
out.
Thank you. Perfect to have people hand me all the tools.
Can you smell that now? The combination of the coffee with all those spices, the smoky paprika.
All right, let's pop some of the chicken into that mix. So this chicken is a really, really nice quality. It really tastes like chicken used to taste back in the day. So pop it in, give it a good toss in that sauce.
Yeah,
It's
so
nicely
coat
coated.
each piece in it
Oh,
and then
yeah.
put in the next piece.
How good does that look?
There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
And then push those coated ones to one side.
This would be a great thing to have if you've got the boys coming over to watch the footy and just warm it through to pop it on the burgers.
Yeah. And how long do we cook it for?
We're going to cook it for about 90 minutes in the oven, and by then the chicken should be really tender and falling apart. More chicken.
Get it all in there?
I reckon your mates are big eaters.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Chuck it in the oven.
Yep, but first we'll cover it just loosely with some foil. You want some of the water to escape, but you don't want the tops of the chicken to go dry. So you don't need to put the foil all around the edges, just kind of loosely tuck it in like that. That'll mean that some of the liquid is going to evaporate, so it stays nice and thick, but the tops of the chicken won't dry out.
Perfect. All right.
Grab this and come with me. All right, guys, it's ready. Look at that.
Oh, that looks so good. Now, what you need to do is with 2 forks is you pull the meat apart. So you're going to start doing some of that.
Yeah.
And that gives you that real pulled chicken texture.
We're here with a healthy hack that'll make your morning.
We're making a quick and easy breakfast option for Eric, which is a coconut porridge with banana.
And on top, we're sprinkling on some coconut sugar. It's actually made from the coconut blossom, and it's got a lovely butterscotch flavour to it. Final sprinkling of pistachios, and breakfast is done.
Batter up! We're teaching Eric how to make a Japanese classic.
Eric, we're going to make tempura tofu with tensuyu dipping sauce. Have you ever made tempura before?
No, I haven't.
Are you nervous?
I'm a little bit nervous with all of this. It looks a little bit complicated, but we'll see how we go.
There's a fair bit of equipment going on here, but we promise it's really, really easy.
All right.
So onto the dipping sauce. It's called tensuyu, and it's a really classic Japanese dipping sauce. In here, I've warmed up some dashi stock, and into that, I want to add some mirin, which is a sweet rice wine, and some soy sauce.
No.
Now, I've also got some grated ginger going in, and this here, do you know what that is?
Not sure, actually.
Have a smell. What does it smell like in here?
Radish? Like a...
Yeah, exactly. It's a Japanese-style radish.
Yeah.
So, you want to grate that in here.
Right.
Now, don't cut yourself.
Just a little
Hang on,
bit?
hang on. Where are you
Sharp,
holding?
where are your fingers?
Hold
My
on
God.
to the handle, not onto the sharp bits.
Okay.
I want lots of daikon in there and not very much finger.
Just
All right, that
dab
should
it.
be enough. And you can mix the sauce together.
Ready to go.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's such a pretty sauce. So if you want to pop that in there, that'll be our serving bowl.
So this is our dipping sauce.
Exactly. We're making a big batch because this is for your entertaining needs.
Yeah.
All right, time for tofu. Do you eat tofu very often?
I actually do. I really do like tofu.
Yeah.
It's, you know, so high in protein, so it's a great meat alternative. And because it's got such a nice subtle flavour, you can actually add so many different flavours to it.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is pull some of this out. I reckon let's just do half of it for today. And we want to slice this into kind of like finger shapes. If you can kind of go along like that in 1 centimetre pieces.
Yep.
My God, look at the precision, Bella.
That looks great. Now you want to flip these over. You can probably go like that. And like that. And
again.
cut them up into, I don't know, maybe thirds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like chips.
Yeah, watch your finger.
Don't cut your thumb.
I'm all good with that one.
Okay.
Now, it is a little bit wet, so I like to dry it off on some paper towel. So if you want to pop it on there and just give it a bit of a dab.
Yep.
It's quite absorbent, this paper towel, so
Perfect.
a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah. So you can see it's soaked up, so just some of the excess liquid. And that's looking perfect now.
Awesome.
We have some flour in a bowl. I'm going to add a bit of corn flour and baking powder to it. And
What's the baking powder for?
the baking powder is going to help it rise and become kind of bubbly and fluffy and really light. And the corn flour helps to add to the crispiness as well.
Because if we're deep frying this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can I get your help, Eric? I'll just get you to put a pinch of salt in here too.
Say when.
Okay, perfect. Now we're going to mix this in really well together with the whisk so that all the flour, corn flour and baking powder is evenly incorporated. And then probably the most important ingredient in a tempura batter is really fizzy and cold sparkling water. Now that fizziness is going to react with the baking powder and give us a light, crunchy batter. And by using a sparkling water maker, we get to control the fizz, and I want this one to be really, really fizzy. Oh, yeah, okay, you can press it. Hold it down.
Look how much he loves it, Sammy.
Again, hold it down.
All right.
That's
I don't
how
think you
fizzy I
could
want
get
it.
any more bubbly.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want. Now, I've ditched the whisk because I just want to mix in this sparkling water to the flour and dry mixture so that there are still some lumps, because those lumps kind of explode when you're deep frying it. They become extra crunchy bits.
Nice.
And using the chopsticks stops it from mixing too well and keeps those lumps in there that I really, really want.
So now what you want to do is grab our tofu and dip it in some flour.
Right.
Now, this will make it easier if it's over here.
Yeah.
And it's great to use chopsticks when we're transferring the pieces of tempura food into the deep fryer.
I'll show you how to do one and you can do the rest.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Because we're using an induction top, the great thing is that it actually maintains the temperature rather than actually constantly increasing it. So if you get it to the perfect temperature, just leave it there and let it work. It's magic.
So how hot does that actually get to?
Well, at the moment, this is at about 180 degrees, but the best way to check it is to actually give it a small dip. Can you see how it's
Yep.
bubbling?
Yeah.
That's when you know it's ready. You can put that in like that.
Perfect.
Just give it a quick toss.
Okay.
Just shake off the excess.
Those lumps are going to get so nice and crispy.
That's the good bit.
All right. And then just drop it in?
Yep, drop it in.
And I'm going to throw in some
You're doing a great job.
asparagus too.
Oh, yeah?
Because we need some vegetables.
Some greens.
Amazing. And can you see all these little bits that fall off? The Japanese love to keep those, and they're fantastic just to sprinkle over salads or over soups. They're really crunchy and delicious, so don't waste those bits. So as soon as they've gone golden, see like that? That's when you want to
Oh,
put them
wow,
out.
that's really like puffed up.
Yeah, and you want a light golden colour. They really don't get that dark, otherwise you'll overcook the delicate veggies and that beautiful organic tofu. That one's ready.
Oh my gosh, this looks incredible.
One of the key factors of a great tempura is to have that light, crispy batter. And you get that by using the bubbly soda water and making sure that you've got a big change in temperature. So icy cold water to really hot oil.
Ah, okay.
And after you've done all of that, you need a big sheet of paper towel to absorb all that excess oil so that it stays nice and crispy.
Do you want to give it a try?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're
Jump
allowed?
in.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is your dish now. It's your signature. How's the
Oh,
tofu?
That is
It's
amazing.
actually really nice.
Eric's going to love this restaurant-style dish, and the secret to crispy skin salmon is baking paper in the base of a pan.
Put a bit of olive oil in the pan. And now for the salmon. And that goes skin side down to get nice and crispy. Broccoli and lemon goes in. Once the salmon's 3/4 cooked, we're going to flip it and we're going to finish off with some capers. And that's dinner.
Over at Eric's pad, it's time for a serious supply run.
We've got a few extra tools to help Eric be the perfect host, and that includes some foil to help him clean the barbecue.
And a vac for the big post-party cleanup.
Okay, barbecue is nice and clean. So here's a great hack for Eric to keep the barbecue clean after every use, and we're going to do that by lining these drip trays with some foil. So, drip trays here, going to get a nice long piece of foil like this. And we're going to gently mould the foil into the drip tray, making sure it's tight on all the edges. Now that's ready to slot back into the barbecue. And now after each barbecue, all they have to do is throw out the foil and replace it with a new piece.
This vacuum cleaner is perfect for Eric after a big, messy dinner party because it picks up even the smallest particles. This is an environmentally friendly floor cleaner. It's great for Eric because it does the floorboards and the tiles too. Plus, it's going to kill all those nasty germs.
All right, come on in.
I'm excited.
We know you want to have big dinner parties, so most importantly, we got you a new vacuum cleaner so you can clean up after the dinners.
And it's cordless, so you can just clean up nice and quick, no excuses.
Great.
And the pantry.
Oh, brilliant. Look
How
at this.
cool is that?
So organised.
Believe it or not, a lot of this food is actually yours now because we went shopping and we bought you all the products you need to do those recipes. So you've got your delicious pastas and most importantly, that coffee that you're so obsessed with.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, now there is still more food to be found. Guess where? The fridge.
Fridge, all right?
Okay, so we've got you the tofu from the tempura tofu we made. We've also got some of the salmon, the chickens, and just a little bit more coffee because we know you love it.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Looks great.
All right.
And we got even more presents for you. Have a look over here. We got you a brand new soda maker and it's fire engine red, so it's going to look great in your kitchen. You can have the fresh soda water, make fancy drinks for your friends, and that extra crispy tofu batter.
Brilliant. Never had one of these before. Excited.
And I've got one more surprise for you. That dreaded filthy barbecue. Come this way, I need to show you. Ta-da!
Guys, it looks $1 million. That's totally different.
But I want you to notice this foil that we've lined the drip trays with. So all you have to do is clean it down after you've cooked and throw out the foil, and then you put a new piece in before you start the next time.
Looks incredible, guys.
Are you going to do it?
I think I can manage that, guys.
Promise? Do you pinky promise?
All right.
Consider yourself rescued.
It's great. I feel a lot more confident in the kitchen. I know how to cook some really amazing dishes, and the kitchen has a lot more flow to it. Would definitely get some friends over for dinner a lot more often.